Hello. Time to head off to Ostagar on this one, in this part of the playthrough. We're getting to the stage now where I'm starting to think about what to do next in terms of Let's Play. Because we will be doing... I know I said I'd alternate between Mass Effect and Dragon Age, but I'm actually thinking now I'll just carry on with Dragon Age, to be honest with you. Because I'm actually really in the mood to play it. In a really weird way. I'm in a bit of a fantasy kick at the moment, so I might just carry on with it for a little bit. And beg your forgiveness on that one, but... Alright. So we're heading off to the party camp now. Sell all of our stuff. We have the dwarves.
And the victory for the Regent at Larkus Valley, so everyone is saying.
That just about settles it then, doesn't it? The Queen will have the banner all lined up soon.
How should I know? I'm no high and mighty lord sitting in the Landsmeet, am I?
Let's level everyone up. This one, Ogren was going down so quickly. Look at his constitution was really low for a warrior. I think, you know, even though Ogren's like, he annoys me, he's not that great a character. The main reason for that is simply because you get him so late, and I honestly think that BioWare didn't really have much time to make him, because you get him, he can get so little development in before he's actually, finished, before the game's finished. What do I do here? The 3 in Constitution, why not? No one needs 60. No one needs 60 Constitution. Back down up the mountains. There we go. See the blight spreading throughout the land. Oh, look at that, all the way up here now. Darkspawn all over the place.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
Why?
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me. Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Hunted? For what for?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
You opened them, didn't you?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevarra and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Most countries don't appreciate treason.
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
Who's they?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
And you never sought revenge on Marjolaine for this?
No. Survival was my only concern at the time. The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And so you came to Ferelden?
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
You'll be safe here.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
It's fine.
Come to talk to old Ogren, have you? Don't know why.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just, I got a hornet in my eye is all. Did you want to talk about something?
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
I'm sure you're fine with what happened with Branka?
Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean, she was a real firebrand between the sheets, but a bit soft in the skull, you know what I mean? Explains why she left, anyway.
Why would you leave a prize bull such like yourself?
Woman was a few columns short of a haul, you know? I mean, she leaves me and flits about with that water-tart Hespith. What's she got that I don't? Just the thought of the two of them together, kissing and licking and intertwined on the floor of the deep roads. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the tent for a moment. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have that much to say. That's good. I'm going to sell some more things. In fact, I think I will just see if I can actually... Actually, most of this won't be very good, will it? No. Should probably just sell it. Yeah, just sell it. Sell it all.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
What's your story exactly?
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there too, merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Why did you leave?
One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The Lost Tides. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
Better to do something with them than leave them to rot.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
And now you're here.
Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
But where do these goods come from? Not from the deep roads, are they?
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Law's ties, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Ostagar, where people could look at them and remember. Not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
The blight will not last forever.
No, of course not. And when it ends, I will go back to finding ruins, or move on. I don't really have much of a choice.
You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here, I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzamar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
So, well, blood isn't really all that important.
That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Heard any rumours?
The Benorn are on the run now, and there's no way that they can force Tyrn Logain to resign the throne. But how the Tyrn is going to raise a proper army now is anyone's guess. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Of all the strange news, everyone is talking about some brother in Denerim claiming that the urn of sacred ashes has been found. Actually found. I understand the Chantry is a bit skeptical and probably won't get a chance to deal with the brother's claim until after the war is ended. But it's incredible even so, don't you think? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Get rid of most of this stuff. Go making loads of money. That's what I like to see. Right. With all that money, we should have enough to get some. He never really updates his with stocks. It's only ever, yeah, only ever goes with what you've got, you know. Bit shitty. But whatevs. Right. Cool.
Orzammar has sent her best, Warden. It has been a long time since the Dwarven army has marched on the surface.
Do you need anything?
Outfitting any army on short notice, there's always room for more gear. Gems would serve the most utility. The Middlestone, sapphires, and the like. We're dealing with many smaller foundries, and larger values might overwhelm. At your command, Warden. Orzammar's finest are eager to carve some history.
You sure they're up for it?
We'll be fine, as long as the ground hasn't forgotten how to shake.
Turn in gems for the dwarves. Couple of Malachites. Turn in gems for the dwarves.
You are good to your troops, Warden.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Something on your mind?
I had another dream about the archdemon.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I think the archdemon needs to die quickly.
Well, short of waltzing through the entire Darkspawn horde and tapping it on the nose, I'm not sure just how we're supposed to do that. But killing the archdemon is the general plan, I understand. Good to have you on board. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
I love how he says that nearly at the end of the game. It's like, yeah, it is quite, yeah. True. That's true.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Send to Denerim, shall we? Ooh.
Sorry, am I too quick for you? You... Strike at me.
Stop. Don't kill him.
You'd better have a good reason for this.
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Love that line. Look at the rest of them. He probably means you, yes.
Who sent you? Why am I wanted dead?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
Don't stop there. Tell us.
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house.
It's in Denerim.
Yeah. It's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Get lost before we change our minds.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Well, maybe the Elysians.
The Elysians would not hire mercenaries. They would come after me themselves. No. If anyone, it is Marjolaine. Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
We should probably go to Denerim and confront her.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good. That was, not pleasant.
Cool.
Denerim. If we had time, I would like to look for Marjolaine to
So,
have a score
this
to settle.
thing you and him have going, doesn't that violate your vows?
What? What kind of question is that to just blurt out? What do we have going?
Yes, I'm that blind. I so totally did not see you ogling each other before.
He was not ogling me, was he? Was he really ogling me?
Now that you say it, I'm not sure. Maybe he wasn't ogling you. I don't know. I could always ask him.
You can't do that. Could you? You couldn't do that.
I could, but I won't. Next thing you'll have me pulling his hair and passing him love letters.
Just mind your own business. How inappropriate.
I see enemies ahead.
Liliana! Ah, so lovely to see you again, my dear. Spare me the pleasantries. I know you're...
Oh, you must excuse the shabby accommodations. I try to be a good host, but you see what I have to work with. This country smells like wet dog everywhere. I cannot get the smell out. Even now it is in my hair, my clothes. Ugh.
Ferelden doesn't smell like wet dog.
Of course, you don't notice it. You wallow in the muck with your beasts so much, you are used to their scent.
I am not here to discuss Ferelden's odor, Marjolaine. You framed me, had me caught, and tortured. I thought that in Ferelden I would be free of you, but it seems I am not. What happened to make you hate me so? Why do you want me dead so badly?
Dead? Nonsense. I know you, my Liliana. I know what you are capable of. 4 or 5 men you can dispatch easily. They were sent to give you cause to come to me. And see, here you are.
I don't believe you.
You are so transparent. What are you up to, Marjolaine? Why are you in Ferelden?
In truth, you have knowledge that you can use against me. For my own safety, I cannot let you be. It is you think I did not know where you were? Did you think I would not watch, my Liliana? What is she up to, I thought? The quiet life, the peasant clothes, hair ragged and messy like a boy. This is not her. You were planning something, I told myself, so I watched. But no letters were sent, no messages, you barely spoke to anyone. Clever, Liliana, very clever. You almost had me fooled. But then, you left the Chantry so suddenly. What conclusion should I draw? You tell me.
You think I left because of you? You think I still have some plan for revenge? You are insane, paranoid.
Liliana's helping the Grey Wardens, that's all.
Oh, is that what you think? If I were you, I would believe nothing she says. Not a one. She will use you. You look at her and you see a simple girl, a friend, trusting and warm. It is an act.
I am not you, Marjolaine. I left because I didn't want to become you.
Oh, but you are me. You cannot escape it. No one will understand you the way I do, because we are one and the same. Do you know why you were a master manipulator, Liliana? It is because you enjoyed the game. You reveled in the power it gave you. You cannot change or deny this.
I trust her, no matter what you say.
Thank you. You will not threaten me or my friends again, Marjolaine. I want you out of my life forever.
You know she'll just hound you as long as she lives.
You've caused too much pain for too many, Marjolaine. It ends here.
And you think you can kill me like that? I made you, Liliana. I can destroy you just as easily.
She's dead because of me. I need some time to myself. We will talk later.
It's annoying.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Okay. Save this for now. Right now, taking
Yes.
you, taking you.
Indeed.
And you?
Yes.
You think?
Of all the...
Yes.
I take Stem whenever I can. The main man. You're surprised to recognise the uniform of King Kieran's honour guard. Memory comes to you. You fought alongside this man at Ostagar. Yeah, the people you run into travelling around. Let's join the fray. Shit. Up close, the man's face is unmistakable. You remember him as Elric Maragna. Marine? Yeah? Mirror of Caelin's honour guard, Ostagar, and a close confidant of the king.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
What do you mean there wasn't time?
You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
I recognise your face.
You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
We don't always get to choose our deaths.
No, perhaps not. But I've been given the chance to set things right. If it's the likes of you who sees me to my final hour, perhaps things happen for a reason. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the wardens.
Do you still have this key?
The Maker has a sense of humour, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
But you said Caelin entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there.
You think the Darkspawn found it?
I hope not. Would they know how to work the lock, even if they did?
The Darkspawn are more cunning than we give them credit for. But the king trusted that lock with his secrets. I'd guess that the contents of that chest are still intact.
The key's behind a loose stone, the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden. If that is where we are headed, I would like to accompany you.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Caelin's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Alright. Ooh. You might be getting some good gear in this DLC actually. You can get it. Back down to Ostagar. I like doing this DLC at this point in the game because you're just before you've got your army, it's all gathered at Soldier's Peak. Now you're just tying up some loose ends with the Darkspawn down here.
Push them back! chance at all.
And this cool thing about returning here makes me feel old, Wynne.
And what exactly are you implying, Alistair?
What? What? Nothing. No, I just thought...
You just thought I might be an expert at feeling old and could share some sage advice.
I just mean that I was a different person then. I believed him, you know? That it would be a glorious battle, that we'd win.
I did too. We were all a little bit younger the last time we were here.
Well, not you. You've always been old.
With lips like that, son, you'll be lucky if you live to be half my age.
Yeah. See, coming back here, I quite like the fact that it's, you know, it doesn't shove it in your face like, ooh, do you remember this? Do you remember this? It lets you do it yourself. Like, there's one in Mass Effect where you go back to the wreckage of the Normandy and it basically shows you, you know, ooh, like in flashbacks, remember when this happened? Ooh, and it's like, yeah, you know. Whereas Ostagar lets you walk around, lets you do it yourself, lets you reminisce about where things were. Because the map has changed a little. I think this was the entry into the wild when we were in it last time. I think. I'm not sure. There's the Tower of Ashal over there. So we came in that way the first time we were here. Yeah, so this is the entry. When the guard says, you know, even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the wilds tonight, this is where you are. This is where you're coming in. It's a weird way to come in, but we're now going into the camp, are we? Yep, there's no way down this way. Okay. It is one of my favourite DLCs, to be fair. Honestly. Now this is the infirmary, so this is where the soldiers were like getting patched up and stuff. I think we're going to go down this way. I think this is where we were having the council meeting, wasn't it? I think. Yeah.
I'll get on it.
Kaelin's Greaves.
What's the matter, Alistair?
I don't know, it just feels wrong to find this here. Poured over by dark spawn and thick with their rot. It was his.
I know, I feel it too. But he is not the first king to ever fall in battle, or even the first to fall to the Darkspawn.
Yes, but this wound cuts deeper.
And it will bleed longer. But we must keep moving. No doubt the Darkspawn are eager to give us plenty more reasons to mourn.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
He always says it at like the worst times. That was the War Council. What was this place? Oh, it's a chalice.
Got it.
It's a joining chalice. Oh, it's our joining chalice. That's nice. That's cool. The tower. More darkspawn down here.
Now, better than later. Darkspawn. Kill them all.
More.
All right.
It's the Magi encampment. I remember this when we were... Yeah, this guy was looking for the elf, wasn't he? He was looking for the... Yeah. I mean, we met Wynne just around this corner here. And the Templars were there doing the summoning thing with the mages and we couldn't get in. See, I remember these things. There was a priest on here who was doing a lot of chanting to a lot of dudes. The kennels are here, yeah, where the kennel master was. Tell a lie, this was the way to the wild down here. So I got confused before.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
It's more of Kaylin's stuff. Kaylin's tent should be around here somewhere. I think this is it. Where? Oh. The Darkspawn have done their best to defile the bonfire where Duncan kept his nightly watch. Perhaps they still sense something of the man's power. Yeah. Probably. Here you go.
So it's true. He had convinced the forces of Orlais to ally against the Darkspawn.
Empress Celine was merely awaiting his response.
A response that never came, and now never will, thanks to Loghain's treachery.
Never is a long time, Alistair. Give it time, and let cooler heads prevail. There will be peace between us yet.
Well, I hope you live to see it, Wynne.
And I hope the Darkspawn don't.
No end to these blasted things.
chance at all!
Nice. Lots of cool stuff here. How much money have we got now? 91. So we've gone from having next to 0 to getting 91. This is great. So that was Kaelin's place by the fire and stuff. So now we got to go and... That base back there was when the guy was like, I want to hear all this talk about Darkspawn taking people off, stopped immediately. You know, there's that trainer guy.
Now it's better than later. Got
Because why not?
Got it. I'll get on it.
Okay. Back the way we came, I guess.
Forgive us, my king. Once we flushed the Darkspawn from their holes and bought ourselves some time, we'll be back to see you to the Maker.
I'll get on it. Now's better than later. I'll get on it.
Come on, game. Seriously? How come they got through just fine? This. Yep, yeah. God, this is so annoying. There's nothing else.
Up there, the Tower of Ishal. Let's do this. Got it.
Very annoying. That was. It's the certain magical powers that let them, you know, just continue doing damage, and a lot of them I think just take far too long. Like they just go on and on and on and on. So. Alright. First updated. Everything in this part is actually worth looking into because there's everything you can sell. The more money we have, the better. Oh, piss off! See, it's this thing as well, you know, if you don't have rogues, because obviously you're getting the best out of the story by having the 3 guys here that you have, it's so annoying. And outside of combat, I don't see the purpose of, you know, I don't see the purpose of just having loads and loads and loads of traps that just slow you down. Combat, yeah, I can see why they're used. How long this goes on for. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Because they can't heal either. So it's just one of those. You know.
Out with it.
So it's like a death sentence really. That's it, you know, you're done.
get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
So we got most of Kaylin's things now, which is good. Brings back memories. I swear the way up here has been shortened. This used to be a lot. It has. I bet it has. There used to be a lot more land between the camp and this. From what I remember.
So you can get off my back.
Everybody find me. Everybody. Go.
Where's the next one?
You deserve that. You deserve that. Just do a tiny thing.
I will put you out of your misery. Darkspawn, kill them all.
That's it. Come on then.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Let's grab some glory! Got it.
Nice.
Down the hole and into the deep. I don't even want to imagine where that leads.
Now's better than later.
Doors barricade from the other side. Okay, we're gonna have to go down then. Told you we'd be going down. Remember the first couple of seconds?
Twisted creatures. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
So much stuff to sell. We're going to be well over 100 gold by the time we finish the game.
Now's better than later.
We must strike.
So you can get off my back.
Some annoyance.
Now's better than later.
Should be it. Good. We're on the battlefield now, I think. So we got our wish after all, eventually. That's the one Duncan killed, isn't it? See you later.
All right.
Got Duncan's weapons back, that's good. Whew.
There it is. The last of them.
It has been a long day. By the lines around your eyes, I dare say you look as old as I.
And if I may say so, milady, you appear to be getting younger by the day.
Be careful who you flirt with, young man. When you wake up beside me tomorrow morning, I'll be back to reminding you of your grandmother.
Beside you?
You heard what I said. It would not be the first time I woke to a younger man in my bed.
Are all women this evil and conniving when they grow old?
Just me, my dear. Just me.
That would be quite funny. Yeah, this is where the cutscene happened, where the king was coming down here with Duncan, walked through his men, and then then they met here somewhere, fighting forever, and then they ended up both dying here as well. And Duncan could look up and see. Could he see the tower from here? According to the game, he could. Yep, there you go. So Duncan died around here somewhere. Looked up and saw the tower was on fire, and we hadn't let him down. I love that little touch. The fact that he knows that he died, knowing that you didn't fail him. You actually did what you set out to do. That he was betrayed elsewhere. Loved it. Very satisfying writing. It was.
Alistair, are you all right?
Oh, they left him here to rot. We need to do something.
No, I can just leave him there. He's a royal blood and deserves a pyre.
He was a good man who hoped too much and died too young. He deserves what little honor we can afford to grant him.
And there you go. We can head out now. We probably want to head back to Soldier's Peak, to be honest with you. Make sure that we can regroup the army now that we've business is settled, and distribute some really nice loot as well. And sell the rest. Right, this is one thing that did annoy me back in the day was when this first came out, was that there isn't actually that much to go around here. You know?
I'll get on it.
Like there's barricades where they weren't barricades last time, so you try and get around and you're like, oh, okay, I can't go that way. And I swear the map is somewhat smaller. I swear the map is somewhat smaller. Probably isn't. It probably makes just me, my spatial awareness, but you know, something just feels off about the size of it. Okay, that was Return to Ostagar. Really enjoyable little DLC, that. Really brings a lot of closure. Let's head back to Soldier's Peak. Which way are we going to go, right or left? Left. Meow. Right, so back to camp. So we're going to have to go back to the circle tower in a minute. Before then, I'm going to save it. And that's the end of this part. Thanks for watching. Speak to you next time.